Hello, dear students, Jai Hind, very good morning. Welcome back to our e-learning session. As you all know, so far in if you can remember in last lecture, we were discussing the examples to calculate compound interest when the rate of interest for the successive years are changing. There is no fixed rate of interest. Such examples, if you can remember, we have already solved in our previous lecture number 10. Okay, so far in the topic of compound interest, we are able to cover, understand, to find compound interest when the interest is compounded annually, then to find compound interest when interest is compounded semi-annually, half-yearly or 6 monthly, whichever word you would like to prefer to speak. Then we have also calculated compound interest when the interest is compounded quarterly. Okay. Then in the last lecture number 10, we have studied to find not compound interest but compounded amount when the rate of interest are varied, changing from one year to the next year. So, dear student, this many type of examples we have done. Now, before we start today's lecture, let me make one thing clear. You know the formula of compounded amount. A equals to P into bracket 1 plus R upon 100 raised to N. Try to understand, dear student, the examples which we are going to target today are little different. Okay? See the title of the chapter. First, dear student, chapter 6. Okay? Name of the chapter, as you know, but I have to write ratio and proportion. Okay? Ratio and proportion. In that, you are attending the topic of compound interest. Okay? We are covering the topic of compound interest, right? And today, dear student, you are attending lecture number 11, where we are going to discuss some different types of example. Before we start it, I need to mention what we are going to discuss in today's lecture. Okay? So, first try to understand. See, basically, the examples which we are targeting today are little different example let me explain you. Suppose dear, you know the formula of compounded amount. You know this. A equals to P into bracket 1 plus R upon 100 raised to n. Okay, dear student. Now, if you look at this particular formula, how many unknown variables you can visualize? One, that is amount, one, that is principal, one, that is rate of interest, one, that is number of period. I am not speaking the word number of year. Understand? I will just I have spoken the word number of periods. Understand? Now, student, one type of example we have done, that is to find amount, as you all know. But if you want to find amount, no doubt, in all three to four previous lecture, the word we utilized was to find compound interest, but ultimately so we were finding compound interest at the last by putting the formula Ci equal to A minus P. But initially in the first stage, you were finding the compounded amount. Okay. So dear student, so far in all our lectures, you have already studied how to find compounded amount. But dear student, if you want to find compounded amount, you should have principal, you should have rate of interest, you should have number of period. Means out of the four unknown, if you want to find any one unknown, you should have the knowledge of rest of the three. Okay. Now, dear student, in today's lecture, we are targeting those example where you will have to find principal. But to find principal, you need to have the knowledge of rest of the three variable, which are those amount, rate of interest, and number of periods. Okay, dear student. So mind one thing very well. Examples which we are going to target now onwards are either for finding principal or for finding rate of interest or for finding number of periods. But make one thing very clear in your mind. You want to find any one variable, you need to have the knowledge of the rest of the three. That is fixed. Okay. Such examples now we are targeting. Okay, dear student, let me write one example for you. Okay, this is the example. Okay, let me write it, and you please Note down the example with me. Today, dear student, I must mention one thing very clearly. In today's lecture, we are targeting only one topic in this, that is to find principle. This becomes fixed in today's lecture. We are targeting only this type of example to find only principle. Okay, this is what we are targeting in today's lecture. In the next lecture we will have some of the examples to find rate of interest, and then some of the examples to find number of periods. Okay, but in today's lecture our target is to find only principle. Okay, let me write first example. The example is like this. Find, please note down, find the sum deposited. That means, dear student, indirectly they are suggesting find principle. Understand? Find the sum deposited which, you need to understand the question, which amounts to, find the sum deposited which amounts to rupees, which amounts to rupees 216,000, 2 lakh, 2 lakh, okay, 216,000, okay, at rate of interest, at rate of interest, what is given? Rate of interest 20% per annum for, okay, for 3 years. My dear student, first it is very important to understand the given question. That is very important. Sum deposited which amounts to rupees 216,000 at rate of interest 20% per annum for 3 years. So, dear student, first you have to understand that this particular word conveys that find the sum deposited. That means you are looking for principal. Okay, so for finding principal, what you should have? Amount, rate of interest, number of period. You have it. Amount 216,000, definitely. Rate of interest 20%. number of period 3 year because the interest is compounded annually. Here, dear student, one particular method we have to apply, and for that you need to be very concentrating how we are solving this example. Okay, first write the given data whatever is available. Amount is already available to us. Amount rupees 21600 available to us. Rate of interest, that is 20% per annum, available to us. Number of period, that is 3 year, available to us. And dear student, you are looking to find the sum deposited, that you are looking for finding the principal. Okay, after just presenting the data, let us try to calculate. Okay, the basic formula you all know. P into bracket 1 plus r upon 100 raised to n. Okay, let us substitute the value. 21600 equals to P into bracket, just substitute the values with me. 1 plus rate of interest 20 upon 100 raised to 3. Okay, one cancellation is possible here. 21 ja 25 ja. Okay, the term we will continue here. So 21600 equals to P into bracket 1 plus 1 upon 5 raised to 3. Okay, therefore 21600 equal to P into bracket, just take the LCM, dear student. 5 1 ja 5 plus 1, 6 upon 5 raised to 3. Okay, now we are targeting the principal, so I have to transfer this fraction on left side. And you know, dear student, one thing very well, when you transfer any fraction to other side, it becomes inverse of that. So let me write 21600 multiplied by, I will reciprocalize this, 5 upon 6 raised to 3 equals to P. Is it clear? Now 21600, we have to write it 3 times because the power appears there is 3. Just cancel, dear student. 6 cube is already here, 100. So 5 5 ja 25, 5 ja 125, 0 0 equal to P. You got the principle already. Understood? At last you need to write therefore sum. You can write this way: sum deposited is rupees 12,500. Please look at the sum and look at the method, because the next example which we are going to target is totally different from this. No doubt, in that example also we are going to look for principal only, but the data is little variant the given example. So just do one thing, note down the example, understand, and just try to one thing very well. This is an example where you were looking for finding principal, but at that time you are already given three other unknowns. You are given amount, you are given rate of interest, you are given number of period. Okay, next sum, dear student, when I mention here, you will find it little deficient in some data, but actually it is not. Okay, first you understood this example. Okay, then we will target, okay, next example. First have a look and look at the method involved in this. Whenever you come across such examples, they can be solved in this way only, that you should keep in mind. Okay, and here, dear student, the number you get in denominator, this is always cancelable by them, that you should keep in mind. Okay, right? Let us go for another example. Okay, that also involves the similar type of sum, where also we are looking for principal, but there is little variant in the given data. Okay, let us write that sum. Okay, now I am just here because you know that we are looking for this type of examples only. Okay, and the example is this. Write down. Okay, this is the example. It is like this: find find the principal. Okay, find the principal if if compound interest, this is little variant data, find the principal if the compound interest calculated, just write down, calculated annually, okay, calculated annually at the at the rate of interest, rate of interest 10%, rate of interest 10% for 3 years, for 3 years is rupees 331. Okay, first, dear student, you just read the data. What is given in the data is very important. In this particular example also, we are looking for finding principal. But as you all know, dear student, in the formula of amount, there are four unknowns: A, P, R, N. If you want to find P, you need to have the knowledge of A, R, N. Here, R and N are given. Rate of interest 10% given. Number of period 3 year given. But what is not given is amount. In the previous example, amount was given. Here amount is not given. That means, dear student, the sum is little different from the previous example, a little variant. Okay, how can we solve it? Let us continue. First, you are not given amount, but you are given compound interest, rupees 331. Okay, you are given rate of interest, that is 10%. You are also given, because it is compounded annually, so I mention n equal to 3. Number of periods are 3. Okay. After representing given data, dear student, just try to understand. This is the first step. Now the second one. What we are doing is this. Write the formula of amount. P into bracket 1 plus R upon 100 raised to n. Next step, P into bracket 1 plus 10 upon 100 raised to 3. Okay, dear student. 1 0 cancelled. What is left here? P into bracket 1 plus 1 upon 10 raised to 3. You understood this? Next step, P into bracket. If you take 10 as the LCM, 10 1 ja 10 plus 1, 11 upon 10 raised to 3. So my dear student, this is the second phase of the sum. First, representing the data. Second, finding expression for amount in terms of principal. So we got A equals to P into bracket 11 upon 10 raised to 3. Is it clear in your mind? Now, dear student, third step in this example we are doing, you need to be very conscious regarding step. This is the third one. I have to take this formula because I am given only compound interest. That's why A minus P. Just understand it now. What is the compound interest given? 331. What expression for amount you got this? Substitute here. In place of A, I am writing P into bracket 11 upon 10 raised to 3 minus P as it is. Okay. 331 P into bracket, dear student. 11 upon 10 raised to 3. What is the cube of 11? 1331. What is the cube of 10,000 minus P? Is it clear? Look at each and every step we are following. Okay. We got 1331 upon 1000. Just you cubed this fraction. 11 cube, 11 into 11 into 11, 1331. 10 cube, 10 into 10 into 10,000. Okay. Next step, dear student. 331. Take out P as common. Okay. Then what is left here? 1331 upon 1000 minus 1. Is it clear in your mind? We have taken out P as common. Therefore, 331 equal to P into bracket. If we take LCM here, 1000 will multiply with 1. So what you will get actually numerator 1331 minus 1000 upon 1000 bracket closed. Okay, next step 331 p into bracket 1331 minus 1000, it is 331 upon 1000. Okay, dear student, now it is simple. Transferring this fraction on this side will get reciprocalized. So I just continue here, dear student. Therefore, 331 into 1000 upon 331 equals to P. Cancel this. So you got P equal to 1000 rupees. So finally your answer is therefore the principal is rupees 1000. Okay, just have a look at the sum. We got the principal amount, okay, as rupees 1000. Just have a look at the sum. Just try to catch the method involved in solving this particular example. Understand how to solve this. This is very important. First, you just have a look at the steps we have done, and then I just re-explain it to you. Understood? In such example, dear student, what you need to do is just to divide such example in stages. Suppose the first stage representing the data, the second stage just find the expression for amount. We got here P into bracket 11 upon 10 raised to 3. Then the third stage, that is utilizing the formula of compound interest and finding principal. Okay, this is the way such examples can be solved. Okay, first you just look at the example and write comfortably first. Okay, then I will definitely give you one more as just SLP. Okay, just now. First you have a look at the sum. Okay, and then one more example of the same type as an SLP, as we every time do in our lectures. Okay, is it clear in your mind? Each and every step needs to be studied perfectly. Then and then you will be able to solve the next example which we are targeting. First, is this clear in your mind? Okay. Right. I am waiting for little time the purpose is that if you missed during explanation to write any data, you feel it comfortable to write each and everything candidly and try to understand it. Okay, right? Let me give you one more example of the same type as a self study. Okay, just now. Okay, and the example is like this. Find, this is self study for you dear student in 4 minutes time because it's arithmetic, so I am giving little more time. Find the principal, okay, find the principal if compound interest, compound interest compound interest calculated, okay, compound interest calculated annually, calculated annually at the rate, at the rate 10% per annum, understood, for 2 years is rupees 216. Okay, dear student, please, sorry, 210. Okay, so please, just I'm giving you just a time of 3 minutes to solve this particular example. Okay, it is SLP for you, self learning practice. Okay, during the lecture itself, so that you can understand and master such examples. Just at the data you are already given compound interest, you are given rate 10% per annum, and for 2 years the interest is given 210 rupees. Okay, just look at the sum and try this out. You need to follow the same steps which we have already done. Okay, you can follow the same step and you can clearly get the answer easily. 3 steps. First, looking for representation of the data. Second, finding expression of amount in terms of principal. And the third one, utilization of the formula of CI. This way you can get it. Okay, just try this out. This is SLP. You know the meaning of this? Self learning practice. Understand? Instantaneously. Self learning practice. Okay? So, dear student, must have been able to solve this particular example. Okay? Let me solve it for all of you. Okay? First, dear student, the first step, representing, okay, given data. What is given? We are given compound interest, that is given rupees 210. We are given rate of interest 10%. We are given period 2. Okay, and you are looking for finding principal already. Okay, dear student, first step over. The second step, writing the formula of amount. 1 plus r upon 100 raised to n. P as it is, rate of interest 10% raised to 2. Okay, 1 0 cancelled here, P into bracket 1 plus 1 upon 10 raised to 2. Taking LCM, 10 is the LCM. 10 1 ja, 10 plus 1, 11 upon 10 raised to 2. The second step is over. That means getting amount means getting mathematical expression for amount in terms of principal. We got it. P into bracket 11 upon 10 raised to 2. Now, dear student, the third step, that is utilization of formula of CI, A minus P. CI already given 210. The amount, you got this, P into bracket. What you got? 11 upon 10 whole square minus p. The next step will be 210 equal to p. Just square the fraction, you will get 121 upon 100 minus p. Taking out p as common, what is left? 121 upon 100 minus 1. You must have followed the same step, dear student, to get the correct answer. Okay? Is it clear in your mind? What you just have to do is just tally with the example. If you are able to calculate it perfectly, you just verify with the example I have been understand continuing here. Okay, up till now. Now next step, 210 p. LCM 100 will multiply here 120 minus 100 upon 100. Okay. Next step, 210 equal to p into bracket 21 upon 100. Is it clear in your mind? Now just reciprocalize it. When you transfer on this side into 100 upon 21 equal to p. Just cancel it. So you got 1000 equal to p. This many rupees. Okay. So at last you will write, therefore the principal is rupees 1000. Okay, dear student. You just need to verify with the example you must have solved, because it was I just gave it in SLP and you must have calculated in your book. Understood? Just have a look at the sum and you just have a verification. Okay. So dear student, in today's lecture our target was to understand a little different example where we are looking for finding principal. Understand, when the amount is given, maybe not amount, sometime in last two example we are given Rn and we are given not amount but we are given CI, compound interest is given. Understand? And you need to follow these three steps, dear student. Okay. So today's lecture we have specifically allocated for finding, understand, example related to finding only principal. In the next lecture we are going to target any one unknown, either R or N. Okay. So dear student, thank you very much.